Hi, welcome. Take a seat. So, I take it you're here for your shop assistant interview. Okay, great. So I'm just going to explain a little bit more about the role, what it entails, and then we'll get into the typical interview questions. Nothing too difficult, just want to get to know you a little bit more, you know? Okay. So, as a supermarket assistant, you will be in charge of quite a few activities across the store, helping with customers, restocking, making sure that all the merchandising is up to standard, so the shelves are presentable, there's enough stock, things like that. Also, you'll be in the back helping with deliveries, you'll be on the checkout, again helping with customers. So pretty much your standard sales assistant role. And of course we also have things such as the fish counter and the meat counter. Would you be okay working on them? Okay. We obviously provide personal protection and gloves for that sort of role for hygiene purposes, and also to obviously protect your clothing, protect your hands and things like that. Okay, so tell me a little bit about yourself then, and why this role interested you. Okay. Yeah, so this is the evenings and weekends role, so that fits in quite well if you say you're still at school. What sort of times would work best for you, were you thinking? Okay, any time past 4 in the afternoon, and all day the weekends. Okay, great. So do you have any, obviously we don't really expect you to have any past work experience. It's a fairly low skill job, so you don't need any sort of prior qualifications or anything, but have you done anything in the past that might help you out? Oh, volunteering, that's really good. Yeah. What was that for? Okay. Duke of Edinburgh. Are you doing that currently, or is that something that you've already finished? Okay. So what sort of volunteering did you do? Local charity shop. Oh, that's nice. What sort of experience, skills did you gain from that? Yeah, definitely. Well, that definitely seems like it will transfer across to this sort of role. Let me just see. Do you have any holidays or, say, exam season at school that we might want to be made aware of, just so that we know you may need some time off, because obviously this is just your side job and you need to focus on your exams and stuff like that. Okay, so towards the end of June. Is that sort of the only sort of time frame? You don't have any other extracurriculars that you might need some time off for? Okay. So how late would you be able to work? Because I think we have a limit as to how late you can work when you're still at school. 10. Yeah, I think that works quite well. Probably be on a 4-hour shift from maybe 5 to 9 or 4 to 8, depending on what we have available. And there won't necessarily be a set shift pattern that happens every week. It might change depending on when other people are working. Okay. At your job at the charity shop, you're volunteering, did you handle money? Did you have experience using the till? No, that's fine. You'll be fully trained on using the tills here. Just wanted to know, just in case we are familiar with the system that they used. Okay. You will need to provide your own work trousers, just some plain black trousers, and your shoes, they need to be flat and comfortable, preferably with no patterns on them or anything like that. And we will provide you with a polo shirt for work. We do appreciate if you get here at least 10 minutes before your shift. Obviously we don't expect you to work those 10 minutes, but just so that other changeovers happen very smoothly, as of course you will want to get home shortly right after your shift finishes, and the new people coming in to do the night shift will want to take over very smoothly. Okay. Do you have any questions for me at this moment? Yeah, so you will be on shift with very similar people. Obviously it won't be the same people every time, but hopefully there'll be enough familiar faces for you to make friends, that sort of thing. Any more? Yeah, so you do get, because you will be a short 4-hour shift, you are entitled to a 15-minute unpaid break. You will need to come see me before you take that, so that we can just make sure there's enough people on the shop floor, and if we have any like sudden rushes, you will need to be obviously available for that. Okay. And also for your evening shifts, that will mostly be restocking the shelves, making sure that it's ready for the next morning. You may also do some cleaning, but that'll be like mainly just sweeping the floor, making sure there's no mud tracks on the floor, stuff like that. Again, everything's provided for you, all the protection equipment, so that should be okay. Is that something you're willing to do? Okay, that's great. And at the weekend, again, you'll rotate between roles, but that will probably be a lot of checkout at the weekends, and just sort of making sure there's enough stock everywhere. Okay. Yes, how will you be getting to and from work? Your parents will drive you, okay. Is there any sort of situation where that might not be possible? So like, if you were, if your parents were working later and they weren't able to get you to work? Shouldn't happen, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Just make sure. It would be ideal to let us know at least 2 hours before if you won't be making it to work. I know that would be tricky when you're at school because you won't necessarily be aware, but that would give enough time to find someone to cover your shift. Yeah. Okay, have you got any more questions for us? Yeah, so if you get the job, which I'm sure you will because you're very personable, and it sounds like you've already got a little bit of experience which will help you out, you will be given a contact number for the office, so that if you are late or you need to call in sick or anything like that, you can just give them a ring, someone will pick up, and then it will get back to me to let me know that you won't be coming in. Yeah, so don't worry too much about that, it should be fine. We're a fairly small supermarket. Okay. Yeah, so the on the weekends the earliest shift starts at 6 a.m. and then the latest finish time is 11 p.m. You won't work over 8 hours in one shift, so depending on who else is working will depend on what your shift hours are on the weekends. Okay. Okay, that's great. Let me just check, make sure I've covered everything. Okay, have you you're a UK citizen, so you have the right to work in the UK. Probably should have asked this at the start, but you know, sometimes the boring questions just go over your head, so I just need to double check. You do though, yeah, perfect, that's fine. Well, I think that covers everything, to be honest. So are you happy with everything that we've covered? You don't have any doubts? Okay. Yeah, so after today we'll get back to you. I'll probably give you a call later this afternoon or tomorrow morning. I'll let you know if you've got the job, and then we can sort out all the kerfuffle of all the paperwork, you know, the boring stuff. Yeah. Okay, that's great. Well, it was really lovely to meet you. I wish you all the best, okay? Alright, bye bye now.